Sir, you have to unmute yourself. Sir. Sir, can we start the program?
Yes, yes, please start.
Okay, sir. So since the Honorary General Secretary of IPS has given me the permission, so I would like to start the today's function. So,
Dr. Gangadhar is there.
okay. So if Professor BNJ is there, we are now all set to start the today's program. Welcome, sir.
Namaskara, madam.
Namaskara, sir. Namaskara. So we will first offer our prayers to the Patanjali Muni, Yogena Chitta Padena Vacha, Alam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena, Yopa Karottam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjalirana Tosmi. So with this prayer to the Almighty Dakshinamurti, the Guru, and Patanjali Muni, who propagated the Yoga Vidya, I would like to extend a very hearty welcome to all of you for this very unique webinar on the eve of World Yoga Day, International Yoga Day, tomorrow, that is June 21st. So we are holding this function today with two parts. The first part is going to be address and a lecture demonstration by two eminent personalities on yoga. And the second part being the announcement of prizes of the Dance for Mental Health contest, which was conducted by IPS Task Force for Creativity and Mental Health section. So IPS Task Force for Creativity and Mental Health section and Sri Vijaya Kalaniketana together have jointly organized this program as well as the contest. So both as the secretary of Sri Vijaya Kalaniketana and as the co-chair of IPS Task Force for Creativity and Mental Health, I welcome all of you. So the program is going to be the introduction of the guests, keynote address by Professor B.N. Gangadhar, Natya Yoga, a lecture demonstration by Dr. Vasundhara Doraiswamy, address by office bearers, announcement of results of the contest Dance for Mental Health. This is going to be the agenda. So I welcome Professor P.K. Dalal, President, IPS, Dr. K.R. Sridhar, who is the President of Sri Vijaya Kalaniketana, Dr. Gautam Shaha, Vice President, IPS, Professor T.S.S. Rao, Honorary General Secretary, IPS, Dr. O.P. Singh, who is the editor of IJP, IPS, and Dr. Kshirod Mishra, who is the Honorary Treasurer and has been a Sahridaya for all our IPS programs. Dr. Debsis Bhattacharya, who is the chairperson of Task Force on Creativity and Mental Health, who couldn't be here today because of his personal commitments. Welcome all the participants of the Mental Health Choreography Contest and their family members, the interested viewers who have logged in, and the members of IPS who also are online with us. So first introducing the guests, Padma Shri Professor B.N. Gangadhar, whom we all know fondly as BNG. He has, the academic career has been quite long and strong. So he has done his MBBS in 1978 from being Bangalore Medical College, MD Psychiatry in 1981 from NIMHANS, then Doctor of Science from Sri Vyasa University for research work of yoga in 2012. So which actually makes him very important for this particular webinar, and fellow of National Academy of Medical Sciences. And he has been doing yeoman service in NIMHANS as a teacher, as a research faculty since 1978, where he joined for his MD. He has received various awards, of which he has been the recipient of Sir C.V. Raman Award from the Karnataka Government of Karnataka. In scientific publications, national and international, has been 400 indexed, and he has been a teacher to all many psychiatrists of India till today. And his research areas of interest are yoga, schizophrenia, public health, and electroconvulsive therapy. He has been the recipient of Padma Shri, Award Padma Shri, just this year, actually, January 26, 2020. So I warmly, wholeheartedly welcome you, and I thank you for accepting our invitation and be with us today to deliver the address. And I would also welcome and introduce Dr. Vasundhara Doraiswamy, fondly known as Amma by her disciples. These are the on-stage performances fusing yoga with dance, and she has been a teacher, organizer, performer even at the age of 70. Now this needs a special mention because she has been a practitioner of yoga throughout her life, starting at the age of 6. And no wonder she's an internationally renowned dancer, yoga teacher, and an organizer based at Mysore, but traveling globally. She continues to travel, teach, and perform worldwide. She has several awards to her credit, and she has been the one and only Indian dancer to perform at UNESCO conference, Peace Conference at Paris. She has been known for her discipline and youthfulness. She is an epitome of knowledge in the field of dance and yoga. So I very welcome wholeheartedly both the important personalities today, and I first request Professor B.N. Gangadhar to give the address on yoga and creativity, the role of creativity in yoga. Professor B.N. Gangadhar. Sir. Professor B.N. Gangadhar.
Sir is not there, ma'am.
Sir was there. Few minutes back he was there. I saw him.
No, just now.
Call him. Yes, it is now. Right now he is not there.
Hello. Purushottam. Purushottam.
Yes, ma'am.
Purushottam, you need to allow sir inside the meeting. He has been blocked from the meeting.
Oh, 1 second.
No, not blocked.
Nobody is blocked, ma'am.
Just allow him.
Arvind,
Yes, sir.
is showing it as blocked?
No, sir. We have not blocked the meeting, sir. Tell him to rejoin.
Is rejoining, ma'am. Is connecting to audio.
Okay, fine. So we would listen to Professor B.N. Gangadhar. Now, over to Professor B.N.G. I would request everyone else to mute yourselves, please. I can see that many participants joining in. I welcome all of you. Dr. Gautam Shah, welcome. I actually welcomed you. You were not there. Anyway.
Thank you. I am also disconnected for a few minutes.
Okay.
1-2 minutes.
Okay. And Kusuma.
I am from the very beginning.
Yes. Kusuma, I welcome. So all the participants, I welcome all of you for the webinar.
No. ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂತು. Sorry, there's some glitch.
You can start, sir. We are
I can
waiting.
start? Okay.
Yes.
Apologies. There was some linking, delinking happening.
No problem, sir. You can go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
At the outset, it's an emotional meeting for me because my dear friend Dr. Sridhar is the chairman of this Kala Vijaya, which is sponsoring this program, the Indian Psychiatric Society, where we are hosting this a very unique program on creativity, dance, and of course yoga in addition, on the eve of the 6th International Day of Yoga. At the outset, let me congratulate and wish all the participants the very best and a very, very happy and productive yoga day that is happening tomorrow. And all of you do yoga with your family members. That is what is the department advised us. What I will do today is give some glimpses of yoga, neuroscience, and related to not just creativity, but a obliquely related psychological phenomenon called as connectivity. Now, yoga by its definition means to connect my personal consciousness to the cosmic consciousness. Samyoga yoga ityukto jivatma paramatmanaha. So this connection is at a spiritual level, but all of us would probably be getting a doubt if this personal consciousness is going to connect to cosmic consciousness with yoga sadhana. It should also be connecting. Okay. It should also be connecting to neighboring consciousness. It should be connecting to people with whom I am being together. And the yoga, am I audible? Sorry, I have stopped here. There has been some connecting problem again.
Oh, sorry.
Am I audible? Pavitra, just lift your hand so that I can figure out.
Inaudible, sir.
Oh, okay, sorry. Got disconnected. Okay. I don't know where the link went away. I may sound repetitive, but nonetheless, let me start. That yoga connects people, which means we have to interpret the message of yoga as samyoga yoga ityukto jivatma paramatmanaha, connecting my personal consciousness to that cosmic consciousness. If that has to happen at a spiritual level, at a mortal level, we should also be getting connected with each other. In fact, it does happen. It does happen. And that explains why when the International Day of Yoga was declared, it started uniting people. People came to the fields, started doing yogasanas together, mass yoga across all countries. In fact, no country in which yoga did not happen as a mass effect, mass exercise. And in fact, in India, as many as about 50,000 people gathered in front of the parliament and then did yoga as a group phenomenon. So yoga brought people together, started connecting. But would that connection transform itself into some sort of an emotional bonding? This, being a psychiatrist treating patients who are affected with this bonding, emotionally being disturbed in them, so I had an opportunity to examine this yoga effect of connecting. Does it connect? And I used one of the diseases in psychiatry called as schizophrenia. Schizophrenia, it's a split mind. The individual is having a lot of disconnections within his psyche, disconnection even within the brain. In fact, the two hemispheres are poorly connected in schizophrenia individuals. through that bridge called as corpus callosum. So individual psyche is disconnected, individual's brain is disconnected, and very recently people also looked at what is called as interconnections within the brain, what are called the networks in the brain. Even the networks in the brain are pathological. So we have here a condition which is all disconnection, and we see in our day-to-day life, this fellow is not connected to the family. He is on his own, sitting alone. He is disconnected from his own self. He just neglects his own self-care. He neglects his social responsibilities. So this is an individual who is disconnected. You give yoga as a treatment to this individual. Of course, we have to also give medicines, and we gave treatment with yoga to these people. Their symptoms got better. They started bonding with the family. Their negative symptoms, that's what we call, they all started losing, and the individuals were more emotive, and they were able to understand, appreciate emotions in their other individual, and also emote very appropriately. These things started getting better. The negative syndrome of the individual actually got better. And we were able to replicate this observation. And now, of course, very recently I heard from one other colleague who has been doing a multi-center study on this yoga effects in schizophrenia, also confirmed to me that yoga actually made these negative symptoms better. More interestingly, this feeling connected between individuals can be actually measured by what is called as social cognition tests. Social cognition tests are a unique form of testing the cognition of the brain, how well people can emote with others, and so on and so forth. Social cognition tests also demonstrated with practice of yoga, they actually got better. The test scores got better in schizophrenia individuals. And we also saw in healthy individuals some of the components of what we call as mirror neurons in the brain. Their activity rose following practice of 2 to 6 weeks of yoga. So there are some effects of yoga which are not usually rated in our day-to-day healthy situations, but in ill individuals, we look for them, and then we found that it got changed. Now, the person got better, his social cognition, the way he emotes with family members, others actually got better. He's more connected to the society, and did it also repair the brain networks which were disconnected. And we today were able to demonstrate that by very sophisticated, what is called as resting state functional magnetic resonance imaging. We did that in these individuals. Again, when they were not given yoga, the networks were very poorly coherent. But when you give yoga, that default mode network became more coherent. So suggesting that this functional repair of the brain network also got better with yoga. So put together, now we have yoga as a practice that we are going to be doing tomorrow all over the country, all over the world, as a celebration of the International Day of Yoga. And we said that it actually improves our mental state. And we said that it helps bonding between people, increases compassion, increases mutual emotive behavior. Together, it also can be used, this effect of yoga can also be used in translation in patients to get better. And also we can find a biological evidence that this connection is actually getting better within the brain. So together, yoga will be a positive contribution into the treatment processes of schizophrenia. And I have to complete this with an illustration of a patient which has made a deep impact on me in my clinical practice. A almost 55, 56-year-old lady walked into my room in the outpatient. She was in tears and she said, "Doctor, you gave my son back to me." I wondered what she was talking about. She said, "A year ago, I had met you consulting my son for treatment. He has been getting treatment for 8 years in NIMHANS. And last time, in my last visit 7 years ago, you had seen him and you advised yoga. He had schizophrenia and an engineer. He dropped out of job and was not earning at all. After my husband's death, I had to do a receptionist job in a school. I am earning some money, I'm maintaining the family. And a year ago, you advised him to go to yoga, and he started going to yoga in your own clinic, and learned it for about 3 months. And now he practices, goes there to Nimmans once in 2 weeks, once in 3 weeks, depending on when he gets time. There are a lot of changes that have happened, doctor. Then I said, what is it that you describe as you gave my son back to me? And she said, look, he can feel for me. He says that I will take you to the temple. He takes me on the scooter, drops me to the workplace where I am working, while he's also started earning, started going to work, not as good a job as he was holding earlier, but he is now employed. More importantly, recently there was my birthday. The last time somebody brought me a cloth or a new dress was my husband, who passed away 3 years ago. Now he said, Mummy, Amma, you are liking this orange colored dress, so I brought you a sari. He also brought me the rasgulla, which I used to like. My husband used to bring during my birthdays, and he brought that. He remembered that I used to like that sweet. He brought that. So this part of being closer, being emotive, being warm, understanding me and emoting with me is some change that I have uniquely seen only after this yoga was introduced to my son. And this is what I am calling you gave my son back to me. It's true that he was taking medicine, a lot of his violence had come down, but he had become very withdrawn, and this change has happened. He is now connected and bonded with our family members, me and my other daughter who is staying with me. So this change is what I want to appreciate. So this summarizes what I wanted to say about yoga, change in one's self-connectivity, and this could obliquely have an effect on creativity as well. So this year's Yoga Day, let's all do yoga at home, improve our bonding between each other in the family. Today, we are all eating food at home. Each of us is looking into the cell phone, into our WhatsApp messages, etc., etc. And we don't even know what we are eating from the plate. And the mother is so frustrated. They were prepared, served. The son doesn't even look at the plate, let alone looking at the mother. So this is the scenario. Let's get out of these gadgets, do yoga, and start being together as a family, a very connected family. Wish you all the best for the International Day of Yoga. Thanks to Pavitra and the team, and Indian Psychiatric Society, Professor Dalal, and I see Dr. TSS also is there in this group. All of the members, I thank them for making me a participant in this webinar. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. It was really very touching for us with your real experience scenarios. And on a personal note, I do remember you as my dad's friend, very close friend. And now you're also my mentor. So it's indeed a real pleasure, as well as I'm really grateful that you are here today with us, because I requested him that, you know, you are now Padma Shri, you're a director, vice chancellor. So, we will be honored if you accept our invitation for a webinar. And sir is here today. Thank you very much, sir.
Let me also wish my co-participants, very senior artists, dancers who are in this team. Although my taste for dance is almost zero, but I salute you for all the sadhana that you have done and joined us. Actually, I feel very honored to be with all of you.
Sir, I wish that you stay for a few more minutes, because I want you to watch how Dr. Basundara.
Yes, madam. I'm here.
Thank you.
I may switch off my video, but I'm still continuing to hear the audio part of what they are speaking.
I trust you, sir. I trust you. So I would like to now invite Dr. Basundara Duraswamy for the other interesting part of this webinar. I've already introduced Dr. Basundara Duraswamy. Like Professor BNG, for us in dance, we look up to Dr. Basundara Duraswamy as Amma. As I've already told, that all her disciples call her fondly as Amma. And she will now demonstrate Natya Yoga, a lecture demonstration, wherein she would kind of share with her experience and sadhana as how dance, mental health, and yoga all come together in her dance. So I would request Dr. Vasundhara to go ahead with her lecture demonstration. Welcome, Madam.
Namaskar and good evening to everyone who has joined us today. Firstly, I would like to thank Shri Vijay Kalaniketana and Task Force for Creativity and Mental Health, Indian Psychiatric Society, for this wonderful opportunity to share my experience and views on Natya Yoga and mental health with all of you. It was a pleasure to hear the words of wisdom shared with us earlier regarding the role of yoga and creativity by Padma Shri Professor B.N. Gangadhar. Given the limited amount of time and it being a lecture demonstration, I will try to touch on a few key aspects today. Given the limited amount of time, it being a lecture demonstration, I will try to touch on a few key aspects today. Yes. Yoga has been a part of my life since I can remember, thanks to my parents, especially my father, who was very strict about us practicing yoga. I had to some asanas as part of, I have to do some asanas as a part of my daily ritual. Chakrasana, Urdhva Dhanurasana, Shirshasana, Padmasana, very must. Whether I understood the relevance of and importance of it or not, I enjoyed doing it as a child, as it was more of a form of exercise or activity I could do and also get the kudos for. After marriage, it was my husband, late H.S. Doreswamy, who saw this interest in me and suggested that I take up formal lessons with the doyen of Ashtanga Yoga, late Sri Pattabhi Jois. I thoroughly enjoyed this experience and was blessed to have been under his tutelage for almost 4 decades and shared a wonderful bond with him. Practicing yoga helped me rethink the way I looked at my dance. Every time I did an asana, I would see the similarity of it in the dance and vice versa. I discussed my views with my husband and guru, and this led to me doing my research on the correlation of yoga and dance or Natya Yoga. I will try to bring forth the relation between principles or the 8 limbs of yoga and the indispensable elements of dance. The practice of yoga strengthens the practice of dance in both the broad spheres of nritta, pure dance, and nritya, expressions of moods and sentiments. One does not require to enter learning of all the deeper aspects of yoga as required in case of a serious yogi. Even basic practice within the strict and systematic framework of this subject will serve the purpose of an artist. So, what is the yama, niyama, and asana for a dancer following the guidelines of the framework? A simple answer is a structured, self-disciplined routine of practice following the guidelines of the network of the framework. As the practice of yoga progresses simultaneously with the practice of Bharatanatyam, significant changes in the form of agility, flexibility, stimulate the adept for the achievement of precision and symmetry in the areas of stanakas, vinyasas, charis, brahmaris, utplavanas, and so on, which could make dancing a delightful experience. In addition, stability and grace with an added vigor and stamina make the whole activity aesthetic and grand. The development of such ease is possible only when the mind withdraws itself from the physical planes. Though it was always desirable to practice as many asanas as possible, care must be taken to see that the stage performance is not transformed into demonstrations of yoga asanas. The importance of Surya Namaskara, Trikonasana, Pashvakonasana, Uttita Hasta Padangustasana, Janushirishasana, Baddha Konasana, Shirshasana are the some of the asanas which, when practiced correctly with well synchronized breathing techniques, start giving appreciable result with a short time. A few of them have a direct impact on the elementary physical practices of the adores. So just to explain some of the common and notable similarities within asanas. Now I'm going to demonstrate some of the asanas. Third asana. It is Samabhangi. Rakshasana. I'm going to show you the Surya Namaskara, the first asana in yoga. That is, inhale and exhale is very important when we are doing the asana. No kumbhaka, no control of the breath. Ekam, dve, treni, chatvari, pancha, shat, sapta, ashtau, nava, samastiti, and Trikonasana. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, breathe out for your right feet. Breathe in and breathe out. This is Trikonasana. It's just like our Natarajan dance. In Bharatanatyam, our position is aromatic posture of bending knee position. Here, this is Trikonasana. We are doing the Trikonasana like this. But in Natarajan, instead of that, we are bending this leg and bend like this. Sai, yum, dha, ta. Sai, yum, dha, ta, ta. Sai, yum, dha, ta. Sai, yum, dha, ta, sai. And just now I told you this Vrikshasana. There is nothing but Tamam. Instead of Anjali Hasta, we are using Chakamka. And bending the body a little. And all Preritados in dance is nothing but Parshvottanasana. That is, inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out, turn your right feet, breathe in and breathe out. In dance, we are using all the predicates like this. The position is like this, sometimes it is like this one, or this one. These are all the predicates, the fundamental units of Bharatanatyam. Aros means the fundamental units of Bharatanatyam. And Uttita Hasta Pada Angushtasana. That is Uttita Hasta Pada Angushtasana. We are doing Tandava Adavu. When we are doing the Tandava Adavu, the leg should go up. If you are practicing Uttita Hasta Pada Angushtasana, then only you can do it. The Tandava Adavu in the third speed. Otherwise, leg won't go up. That is side. It is this step. Side. This step. That's why we should practice that one. The Uttita Hasta Pada Angushtasana. And so many of the asanas we are using. That is Parshvottanasana. That is all Anjali Hasta's usages. And Virabhadrasana. That is warrior posture. That is Virabhadrasana. Yeah, is like this. Virabhadrasana second stage. Then Virabhadrasana third stage. And I am using this Virabhadrasana in most of my movements of the peacock, showing the peacock like this, or sometimes the fish. I am adopting all these asanas in my dance, which is very similar in dance postures. Now I will demonstrate an item choreographed to align the first asana sequence Surya Namaskara learned in yoga to the first dance sequence learned called Alaripu. We will also see the use of various asanas I demonstrated earlier along with the use of Anjali Hasta in yoga. Now, most of the time, when a snake dance is taught or done, we see lots of bending to imitate the movements of the snake. This is a part of the gates according to Nandikeshwara's Abhinaya Darpana that we learn in dance. And the practice of yoga helped me achieve the perfection required to execute this. I have also incorporated certain other aspects into these kinds of movements to enhance it, like the use of Virabhadrasana while showing a peacock or fish, like that. Not just asanas, pranayama or breath control can also be incorporated in the execution of both dance in general and Abhinaya in particular. Control of breathing or Incorporating techniques of breathing into Abhinaya is a very critical aspect for a dancer to showcase various moods. The impacts of yoga on a psyche or mental level begins from pranayama, a simple rhythmic, deep, slow breathing with or without alternation between nostrils is sufficient for all purpose. A great benefit here is the development of stability of mind, confidence, smooth flow of mind, and intense absorption. The way one controls and uses the breath plays an important role. Just to give you an example, a Brastika Pranayama to execute the Karunya Rasa can be more impactful. The Brastika Pranayama is inhale and control it and breathe out in different moments. Inhale. That is Prastika Pranayama. If we practice Prastika Pranayama, it is useful in showing the Karunya Rasa can be more impactful. We are using the Bhastika Pranayama in Karunya Rasa. It affects more. Just like the Kumbhaka, inhale and control. Adbhuta, the controlling of the breath, holding the breath. Then you will get that emotion from core of your heart. That is Arbhaya. And Ujjayi Pranayama also very important for dancers too. And learning to control the breathing can help a dancer to control the panting during a performance. Inhaling and doing the Utplavana or jump makes the body lighter and helps in the agility of the movements. Anuloma Viloma is also called the alternate nostril breathing technique. It produces optimum function to both sides of the brain. The left side, which is responsible for logical thinking, and the right side, which is responsible for creative thinking to function properly. The yogis consider this to be the best technique to calm the mind and the nervous system, and I have greatly benefited from this for my creativity. I'll show you Anuloma Viloma breathing, how to breathe. This is the mudra we are using when you are doing the pranayama. This is Surya Nadi, this is Chandra Nadi. Inhale. This is Anuloma Viloma Pranayama. The benefits of pranayama for a dancer is immense. Apart from the general well-being, the key benefit lies in better mental health. With pranayama, fluctuations of the mind are controlled and it prepares the mind for meditation. The practice of pranayama will help experience a lightness of body, feeling of inner peace, better sleep, better memory, and better concentration, whereby improving the spiritual powers or skills. It also provides freedom from negative thoughts or energy like anger, depression, greed, arrogance, etc. In the case of an artist, this would serve as great and effective control over the mental state on stage. Not getting distracted by anxiety and or eagerness. When these distractions are warded off from the mind of the performer, one gets automatically involved in the task and the final outcome will be appealing. At the heart of Ashtanga Yoga is Vinyasa. The essence of Vinyasa is the synchronization of breath and movement. And as what my guru always said, presumably from the Yoga Kuranta, Vina Vinyasa Yogena Asanadin na Karaye. Do not do asana without Vinyasa. So this also holds good for dance. Vinyasa, or the synchronized flow of movements, is an essential and integral part of dance as well. We often use Hasta Vinyasa, Pada Vinyasa, the movement of the Hasta, how should it flow from one posture to the another posture, and how the feet should go from one posture to the another. That is known as Vinyasa. In yoga also, from one posture, you are going to the another posture, that flow is known as Vinyasa. Now coming to Dharana, focus, Dhyana, meditation, and its impact on dance. As long as the Vayu or Pranavayu is moving in the body, the mind, which is always connected with the Vayu, is also active. When that Vayu is controlled, the mind is also controlled. Only then the yogi's Chitta is able to stabilize itself. So basically, when the breath wanders, the mind is unsteady. But when the breath is still, so is the mind. Smoothness in the flow of breath has a direct impact over smoothness in the flow of thoughts. An artist needs to enter into a state of gross meditation to achieve oneness between him and the character in its entirety. Bhava is nothing but a dimension of mental activity of the three: Sthayi, Satvika, and Sanchari Bhava. Satvika Bhava is particularly a unique faculty expected in case of an actor or performer. Without this, the performance fails to create any interest or lasting impact and create any of the delicious or rasa for the success of the program. The performer, while portraying a character, is expected to shift between different states of dharana, that is focal points, dhyana, meditative state, and samadhi, or bliss. The sentiments and emotions that are required to be depicted are not continuous and stable, but keep changing within the permissible and visualized framework. This can also be choreographic. This can also be applied to the creative thought process, where the focus is on the character or a choreographic element on hand, and the innumerable thoughts that are kindled by constantly thinking over it again and again. I also believe that Shantarasa, is the mother of all rasas and a critical starting point or base on which the rest of the rasas develop. And this is again a result of yogic bliss. As such, highlighting the significance, the inner core, and the basic contents of the art form Natya. Bharata, in his Natya Shastra, says, Na tat jnanam, na tat shilpam, na sa vidya, na sa kala, na sa yogo na tat karma na natye asmin yama enna drishye. Dance or Natya is a union of knowledge, art, craft, music, painting, yoga, etc. Now first, I'm going to demonstrate some of the gates. That is, according to Nandikeshwara's Abhinaya Darpana, we have 10 gates. Now I'll show you 2 of the gates.
Mayura. Bhujangagati.
Next, I would like to perform a popular Vachana by Akka Mahadevi. She was one of the early female poets of the Kannada language and uses Channa Mallikarjuna, another name of the Lord Shiva, as signature in her Vachanas. In this Vachana, Akka portrays her realization of how one must stay calm and composed while handling life's situation. She advises us not to lose our temper, become angry or annoyed at words, disapproval or rebuke, and not to become proud at words' approval or admiration. She advocates that the admirations and admonitions coming our way should not disturb our balance and calmness of mind. She provides 3 human situations as example. Once we build a house on the mountain We should be ready to live with the wild animals that might be roaming around the house. After all, we have built our house in their natural habitat. Roaming around their habitat when and where they like is their nature. We should have considered this aspect before building the house. Once the house is built, the only right choice is to develop a mindset of cooperative living rather than be worried by the presence of the wild animals. Along the same lines, it is only natural that waves hit the house built on the seashore. We should be prepared for high tides and tsunami. Similarly, we should be prepared for the noise once we decide to build a house in the midst of the busy market. This vachana has been selected as it is timely. In the current situation of corona pandemic, it is natural for us to fear. But as mentioned earlier, we have to be brave and move on together to overcome this. Bettada Melandu Maneya Madi, that is in Ragamalika and Adithala. Finally, I would like to conclude on one of the most used and famous sutras of Patanjali, Yoga, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Though there are variations on how this statement is translated from the Sanskrit, one common interpretation is yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. In other words, yoga is done in order to achieve a stillness and clarity of mind. Thank you. Thank you, Ananda. Thank you, Pavitra. Namaskar.
ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೃಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೋಡಿ ಎಂತಯ್ಯ. ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೃಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೋಡಿ ಎಂತಯ್ಯ. ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೃಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೋಡೆ ಗೆಲ್ತಯ್ಯ. ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೃಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೋಡೆ ಎಂತಯ್ಯ. ಸಮುದ್ರದ ತಡಿಯಲು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ದೊರೆತರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೊಡೆಂತೈಗ. ಸಮುದ್ರದ ತಡಿಯಲು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ದೊರೆತರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೊಡೆಂತೈಗ. ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿತುರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೊಡೆಂದೆಯ ಸಂತೆಯೊಳಗೊಂದು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಶಬ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಚಿದೊಡೆಂದೆಯ ಸಂತೆಯೊಳಗೊಂದು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಶಬ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಚಿದೋಡೆ ಎಂತೆಯ ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ದೇವ ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ದೇವ ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ದೇವಕ್ಕೆ ಲೋಕದೊಳಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಬಳಿಕ ಸ್ತುತಿ ನಿಂದೆಗಳು ಬಂದೆಡೆ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಪವ ತಾಳದೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನಿಯಾಗಿರಬೇಕಯ್ಯ ಲೋಕದೊಳಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಬಳಿಕ ಸ್ತುತಿ ನಿಂದೆಗಳು ಬಂದೊಡೆ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಪವ ತಾಳದೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನವಾಗಿರಬೇಕಯ್ಯ ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೃಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೊಡೆ ಎಂತಯ್ಯ ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ದೇವ ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ದೇವ ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ದೇವ ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ
Thank you very much, Dr. Vasudhara, madam. Thank you very much. It was a great lecture demonstration indeed, and see how Dr. Vasudhara could actually synchronize dance, mental health, and yoga all three together. Now, I would request Professor Dalal, if he's around, if he's online, sir. Professor Dalal, is he online? Is Professor Dalal online? He might be joining. So I would request the President-elect, Vice President, Dr. Gautam Shah to address us, a few words about this endeavor from the Task Force on Creativity and Mental Health. Over to Dr. Gautam Shah.
Thank you, Dr. Pavitra. It is a really great privilege for me to be with you all today. We have just already experienced an excellent dance program, and I really appreciate it. And what the creativity section has done, it is, I think it is the fifth program or fourth program, I think, consecutive. It is an excellent job done by the most active subcommittee of Indian Psychiatric Society on behalf of Indian Psychiatric Society. I definitely, Dr. Pavitra and team, I congratulate every one of you for this performance. And also I'm saying that, you know, that the yoga is basically increases the physical strength, mental stability, I mean emotional stability, and as well as mindfulness. So, and there is a very much link with the creativity and the yoga. Your inner feelings, whatever your hidden creativity can be expressed to the yoga, but definitely in the methodological way. So I don't want to take much time regarding this, but I'm really grateful to this subcommittee and to also our senior respected Dr. K. Sridhar and Dr. Pavitra Sridhar and all of you, the full team, whatever you are doing for Indian Psychiatric Society, it was wonderful and fabulous. Thank you so much, sir and ma'am. Thank you. Over to organizer.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Gautam Shaha, and we are honored by your presence, sir. And I need to mention here that we, from Sri Vijaya, we thank Indian Psychiatric Society for making us, permitting us to do this collaboration, because we are honored by a national body collaborating with us. So we need to thank IPS from Sri Vijaya as well. And of course, Dr. Gautam Shah has been a very senior colleague and friend to us. So he's been always encouraging. So I can see that Dr. Sridhar is here. So I would request Dr. Sridhar to my dad, actually. I request him to speak few words on this occasion, since Sri Vijaya also has sponsored all the prizes of this contest, Dance for Mental Health. So I would request Dr. Sridhar to say a few words. Dr. Sridhar.
Namaste to all of you. I bring greetings from Sri Vijaya Kala Niketana Trust for all the viewers on this International Day of Yoga. It was a very beautiful talk by Dr. Padma Shri Gangadhar and a lecture demonstration by Dr. Vasundhara Doraiswamy, who is known as Amma popularly for her students. Dr. Gautam Saha, we meet each other only on webinar. So all the viewers, I want to tell you one thing. First, I pay my respect to Dr. R.L. Kapoor, who was my professor during MD in 1980, when I took up dissertation work as yoga and mental health. At that time, after working for about nearly 1 year, I drew the conclusion with my professor, Dr. R.L. Kapoor, that yoga is simply one thing. It can be preventive and good for our health, holistic therapy, what you call holistic treatment, where what the Bhagavad Gita says, yoga karmasu kaushalam, whatever work you do with love, whomever meet, whatever you talk, everything should be, you must love it. Second thing is, as Madam said, Dr. Vasundhara said, that is yoga chitta vritti nirodha. In the same way, yoga samatvam uchyate, that is whatever we have our emotions, that should be always balanced. If we can prevent these, control these things, I think that adds to our mental health and we can lead a very good life, very satisfactory life, contented life. That is what I feel myself. So thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak a few words before you. Again, I send greetings to all of you on this International Day of Yoga. Thank you.
I thank Dr. Sridhar, and I would like to invite now Professor T.S.S. Rao. Is Professor T.S.S. Rao is online? Is he online? Yes, I can see that he's online. Sir, please unmute yourself, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. And I really enjoyed the presentation made by Dr. Vasundhara Doraiswamy, and it was really, in fact, very educative. You'll be surprised to know that I was a student of Dr. K.R. Sridhar, that too 45 years ago. And even today, he looks young, dynamic, and active. Only shows that he is practicing yoga and keeping up his mental health and physical health in best of aspects. Coming to being Secretary of Indian Psychiatric Society, this section of creative and mental health, it is conducting so many programs. I am finding it difficult keeping track of all the activities what she is doing. Really, we are indebted to you for so many programs you are doing, and not only that, being educative to so many people. One is to the psychiatrists, another is to the public. So you are reaching the people, reaching them in a way that, in fact, they can imbibe what are the positive qualities that are necessary for maintaining the mental health. Along with her, of course, Shubhrata, in fact, this particular number of programs that are coming from Shimoga is really something wonderful, and I would like to place on record this particular aspect. Coming to, of course, mental health involves so many aspects, and when we are trying to talk about art, each art has its own advantages and one or other aspects it actually deals. But the dance has one form which encompasses, in fact, almost so many art forms. So that means actually, in fact, it is trying to take care of not only psychological, physical, emotional, and in fact, you name it. In fact, there are certain advantages one can derive. And one of the very good aspect is actually, even today, this is actually the third webinar I am attending today. Almost 4.5, 5 hours I am sitting in front of the computer on and off. And I have not slept on. This means it only shows programs are quite invigorating and keeping people alive and active and keep them learning. Thank you very much, Pavitra. Thank you so much, sir, for creating these two nice, beautiful girls and giving it to Indian Psychiatric Society.
We are 3 girls. Three girls. I would like to.
You have given 2 nice girls to Indian Psychiatric Society.
3 girls, sir. We are 3 sisters.
3 sisters. Okay.
I would like to invite now Dr. Mishra, who has been and always with us for all the programs. And he, unlike a lot of us, including me, I'm saying, unlike a lot of us, he doesn't go offline. He always stays online with his video on. So we know that he is there. So thank you for being with us always, sir. I would request you to speak few words now.
Thank you, Dr. Pavitra. Good evening. Good evening, Professor Sridhar, Professor Gangadhar, my dear friend Gautam, Professor T.S.S. Rao, Dr. O.P. Singh, and again Dr. Pavitra. I'm really overwhelmed with the program. And I find how the yoga has been helpful in the form of improving the meditations and improving the agility of the physical and the emotional and mental agility of the body. It was really nice to be with you all of the programs, and I feel this will definitely have a positive impact among all our caregivers and among the patients, how it can be yoga can be helpful in developing your both physical and emotional health. Thank you very much. That's so nice of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I request Professor Dalal or Professor O.P. Singh, if they are online, to speak a few words? Are they online? Any idea? Purushottam?
I think Professor Dalal sir is not there. I think OP was there, but I think he's left or gone.
Okay. If they're not there, then we would go ahead with the prize announcement. Is the last part of our program today. So I'll just share my screen. Yes. So the announcement of results will happen now. So about the Dance for Mental Health Creative Choreography Contest, There were entries from all over India. We had specifically asked some themes to be choreographed: anxiety, fear, about relationships, value of relationships. And there were many as 400 entries. And 50 were selected for the final round with all forms of classical dance forms, both solo and duet. And 3 judges separately viewed and evaluated all videos from these 50 entries. The first prize of rupees 5,000, including a certificate, goes to Natyashree K. Selvam. Second prize, rupees 3,000 and certificate, goes to Deepa Bhatt. Third prize, rupees 2,000 and certificate, goes to Sneha Kumar. And we have appreciation awards, rupees 1,000 each. 10 appreciation awards: Shivani MH, Avani Varma and Alar Mandayam, that's a duet. Manju Monisha and Deshna Sagar, that's a duet again. Anusha A. Aitan, Aparna Kodankiri, Sai Niveda and Vaidhanya, that's duet again. Hema B. Kashyap, Kusuma A, Akhila C, Shashikala Mohan Joshi. So all participants will get certificates from IPSN Srivijaya. The cash prizes are sponsored by Srivijaya Kalaniketana. And I thank Dr. K.R. Sridhar, who is the president of Srivijaya, for sponsoring the prizes on behalf of Srivijaya Kalaniketana. So I would, one second. I would request any of the participants are online. I can see that there are 21 people online. I would like any of the participants. Yes, I can see that Natyashree K. Selvam is, yeah, kindly unmute yourself and share your reaction in choreographing and presenting this and winning the first prize. Congratulations on winning the first prize. Please unmute yourself. Miss Natyashree, please unmute. Yeah. Please go ahead. Talk a few words. Yeah.
Namaste to all luminaries. I'm Natyashree K. Selvam, daughter and disciple of Karnataka Kalashri, Vidwan S. Keshav Kumar Pillai. It is a huge honor and I'm overwhelmed to receive this reward. I'm very much grateful to the outstretched opportunity which was provided by IPS Task Force for Creativity and Mental Health and also Srivijaya Kalaniketana Shivamogga. When I saw this post in FB, Facebook, the choreography contest for this present scenario, it was a bit challenging for me because it is that important. Even the people who are not known to dance need to understand what we are expressing through the dance form about this crisis. And my choreography, I took Corona as a demon, one who has thought himself as a superior one, and how people are fighting against this crisis. This is my choreography, what I thought to demonstrate. And my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Pavitra Akka for giving me an opportunity to participate in this choreography contest. And she's my inspirational too. And she's always, she's always my inspirational, because she will organize every such event which will be more inspirational, gaining knowledge. And I again thank Pavitra ma'am and Sridhar sir and overall to participate in this program. Thank you one and all.
Another participant is here. I can see Kusuma is here. I think Kusuma. Deepa Bhatt is here. So can I ask Miss Deepa Bhatt to respond?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Namaste, ma'am. Thank you.
Namaste.
I think it's 1 minute.
Deepa, you need to unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. I did that.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. I really don't have words. Actually, when I saw this poster of Corona thing, actually I was doing some program for online performance FB. So I had tried one song which was written by Dr. Manorama. So I had done that. It's actually a Javali where the Naika is telling to the Naika that not to go outside the house because of all these things happening. You have a family with you, so why you have to go there and get affected with this corona and all those things. So I had thought of doing this choreography, and at the same time I got this poster. So I thought, why can't I try this? Actually, the whole song was almost for 6 to 7 minutes. So I edited that song and I did for 2 minutes and I sent that. And side by side, I had sent one more song also. I really don't know for which song I was, the prize was announced actually. So one more song is about the Valitu Madalu Ranga, was written by my mother only. So it's about the, so all these things, you are the only one who can take out all these problems from us actually. So you are the only one who we are surrendered to you. So that is the one message was there. So I really thank Dr. Pavitra. I know her very well because of the examination and all. So I really don't know how she came with this idea. It's really a nice, and also give so much positive energy for all the dancers like that. I also told my students to take. I'm happy that my student Kusma also won, as well as one of my student Lahari has also participated in that. Thanks for motivating all the dance teachers for doing this, and it really motivates our mental health during this crisis. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, let me mention here for the clarification for all the other participants who are viewing this particular this webinar. I was not one of the judges because since I was already, I was engaged in lots of other responsibilities, and it was not right for me to judge because I myself am a dancer. So this, all the entries were judged by 3 separate judges who never knew anything about all of you. So the judgment is, take it from me, it's been impartial, very transparent. So I think I also don't know whether you got for Javli or Devanama. So the the judge notes say that there were relationship issues which were kind of like which took the actual marks. So I would like to request one more participant. I think Hema, Akila, Shivani. 1 minute each. Please share your reactions briefly. First, I would like okay, Kusuma, I can see. Kusuma, you can go ahead. 1 minute each. Go ahead, Kusuma.
Namaste, ma'am, and namaste to everybody, and namaste to my Guru Deepa Bhatt, ma'am. Ma'am, this was a wonderful opportunity which was suggested by my Guru Deepa Bhatt. Actually, for time, actually I did this choreography for my satisfaction when I was staying at home. And when I thought about the choreography, just it was around 10 minutes. So it was my own experience where I found that the scarcity of sanitization, or else how would we avoid all infections at this pandemic period. So this one experience that I used Indian techniques where we can use turmeric, salt, and the gomutra of our cow, the gomutra, where we can sanitize very easily the home. And even at this time, we were afraid, thinking lot of questions in our mind. What would happen further? We are staying at home itself. Then the complete activity of our dressing sense was changed, like wearing mask, using sanitization every time, frequently. When we would have gone to work also, we will be very aware of afraid of all these things. So I choreographed all these things of my own experience. It was very wonderful. Then when I got chance to send this, I minimized to 2 minutes, which was according to the rules. And I was very happy that I was also a participant selected for this. And I thank you so much for organizing this kind of event, because at this time, the mentally than physically, mentally we will be upset. So it was a very good message and a very good event, ma'am. Even I enjoyed, and I thank my guru also for suggesting this, because I enjoyed a lot. And even I was also out of this negativities when I participated in this event. Thank you for everyone for giving this opportunity, ma'am.
Thank you, Kusuma. I would, in between, I would like to invite Dr. O.P. Singh, who's the editor IJP, if he is online. Sir, are you online? Dr. O.P. Singh? Purushottam, can you see if Dr. O.P. Singh is online? No, if he's not around, then we would request the next participant, whoever is online. Ahema or Shivani. Shivani can go in first.
Madam, sir is not there.
Sir is not there. Okay. Shivani can go in first.
Ma'am, good evening. Good evening to everybody present. Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you for organizing this choreography contest for all of us. Through my choreography, I wanted to convey that in these difficult times, all of us have been facing emotions like fear and anxiety. So instead of panicking during these difficult times, I wanted to convey that we should spend time in a constructive way, like spend time with family, indulge in our hobbies, and do certain activities which can distract us from these negative emotions. Thank you again. Thank you very much for the opportunity, ma'am.
Thank you, Shivani. All the best to you. All your videos are going to be uploaded soon in the website, IPS website, as well as Sri Vijaya website and Sri Vijaya Facebook page, IPS Sri Vijaya Facebook page. So I would request now Hema to go in. Yeah, Hema.
Namaste, ma'am. Namaste to all the dignitaries here. So I'm a disciple of Srimati Sundari Santanam and Srimati Harini Santanam. It was a wonderful concept to choreograph for, and especially when everyone is so scared and worried around, and we also. So it was truly motivating to choreograph for this, and thank you very much for this opportunity, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Hema. So next is Akhila. Akhila, yeah. Go ahead, Akhila.
Very good morning to all. I'm so happy to be the part of the program, and I'm very thankful to you all wonderful participate here, and congratulate everybody who participated in this program. And I think as a psychologist, mental health and yoga, dance, everything correlated. So for a good mental health, we have to be should have a very good happy life, and being a part of this program, I can express my emotions through dance, like the relationship between mother and child. So it's a beautiful concept I express through the dance, and I'm very happy to be the part of this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akhila. So Sneha Kumar is around. Is Sneha online? Sneha Kumar?
Hello, yeah, namaskaram.
Yeah, Sneha Kumar. Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Pavitra, for organizing this competition in the first place. I also just wanted to give a try because I had never done something like this before, and it was quite challenging, especially the part where we had to express it well enough for non-dancers to understand what we were doing. That was a little challenging, but it was really good, and I really thank you for organizing this competition. And I, coming from a background of family full of doctors, and me myself being a physiotherapist and going out during this pandemic to serve the patients and everyone, I noticed how everybody were watching the television constantly, and just tensing themselves about the news, how many cases yesterday, how many deaths and everything. So I wanted to address that issue, and also about alcoholism, how people resort to alcohol to deal with the stress. So I addressed that issue and how meditation will help to cope with such issues. So, and I'm happy that I won a place, and I brought the message out. Thank you so much.
Yes. Congratulations to all the participants, and all the participants who did not get the prizes also have done very extremely well. But it is only that we had 13 prizes and we had to give it to 13 best. So that's all the thing. So there are, I would like to take few questions here. I think Dr. Vasundhara Doriswamy is online, so she can actually take these questions. Can you unmute yourself, ma'am? Dr. Vasundhara, can you unmute yourself, ma'am? Yes. There is one question from Miss Nikita Menon as to how to control our anger, and how, that I have less concentration, and how to build that. Can Dr. Vasundhara ma'am take the question? Yes. Ma'am, there is one question for you. How to control our anger? I mean, this is in relation to yoga. How to control our anger, and that the person is asking, she has less concentration. How to build that? Ma'am, you need to unmute yourself. Hello? 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 I think she's not able to hear. 1 second. Hello? Can you hear me? Dr. Vasundhara, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Yes. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Is it Pavitra?
Yes, yes. Hello?
Volume kudu.
Hello?
Hello, tell me.
There's a question for you from Nikita Menon. How to control our anger through yoga and dance?
How
that
to
she has anger.
Anger. By taking deep breath, that is the Ujjayi Pranayama. That is known as Ujjayi Pranayama. Take breath and hold it and leave it and hold it. Go to a corner. If you are so angry with something or someone, then go to a corner and take deep breaths for 10 times. Inhale and exhale. Immediately you are cooling down.
Okay, so that's a very practical tip Dr. Vasundhara has given. So how to improve, how to balance our mind and body to attain peace of mind by Maithili J.S. How to balance our mind and body to attain peace of mind?
By controlling breath, you will be always cool. Just now I told you, when the pranavayu is moving and your mind is also moving. That's why you control it. Deep breathe, inhale and exhale, and you are coming to calm down and control your mind. If you are controlling your mind, you can control your body also.
So another question, probably this was supposed
Always your body is listening to your mind.
Yeah. There is one more question which Dr. Vasundhara can take in actually, because Professor BNG is not online. How to improve positive mentality of parents? How to improve positive mentality of the parents?
How to
improve how to improve the mentality of the parents?
Before going to perform or before doing something, you think of that again and again, go deep into that. Then you can improve your performance. The adhyana, that is very important. Do adhyana thoroughly, prepare for that. Then only you can ready for the performance or anything, whatever you want to do. But you should, deep study is important for anything, for any subject.
I guess her connection is not working properly. So we would not take more questions because Professor BNG is not online right now. So I thank everybody for this wonderful webinar, and I thank IPS for giving us an opportunity to host this webinar from the Task Force of Creativity and Mental Health, as well as from Sri Vijaya Kalaniketana for making this webinar a successful one, and all the participants who participated with great enthusiasm and created some work which I consider as an artist is a very important work in the times of these kind of fear and anxiety. So I would like to thank everyone here, the organizers, as well as the technical team who have been of excellent support for us today. So I thank everyone, and I thank all the dignitaries for attending the webinar, both Professor Padma Shri, Professor B.N. Gangadhar, and Dr. Vasundhara Doraiswamy for giving us wonderful lectures, demonstrations. Thank you one and all. We will meet soon in probably a live kind of scenario, because of the limitations, today's limitations, we had to rely upon technological advances for these kind of things, though this is not a substitute for a live thing, but I think it still is something is better than nothing. So I hope all of you agree with me, and I pray to the Almighty that we soon can organize these kind of live demonstrations and live lectures and meet each other, not technologically, not technically, but in person. So I wish a very bright future for all the participants and a bright career for all of you, and thank my senior colleagues. Thank you very much, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.